We're here with Ado McGuinness Racing in North County Dublin. Ado, what has been your career highlight to date?
I suppose winning a Group 1 in any trainer's career is a highlight because they're so hard to win. And we won 2 of them with a horse called the KCU. He brought me all over the world, brought me the Breeders' Cup, brought me out to Dubai, and we won the Alcoaz Sprint Group 1 out there. And the first one we ever won was in Paris on Arti Day. We won the Abbey, and I suppose that day will stick in my mind until I go to the grave, because it was the very first one. We celebrated well. We had a good team of people with us and we enjoyed ourselves.
You're quite lucky to have a place that's so close to the beach. Do you use the sea often with your training regime or after races, or how do you incorporate the local spa, if you like?
Yeah, listen, I'm very lucky that I have it. I use it both. I've often used it the day before racing just to freshen horses up, bring them down there for a dip and a walk in the water, a little trot and a light canter, and definitely quick ground during the summer. We use it as often as possible. The next day we usually bring all our runners down there the next day just for a walk in the water. Switches them off. One, it freshens them up, and any aches and pains they have from racing or heavy strenuous work, if we worked real hard, we'd use it, and you know, it's great. And if the weather is good, like it's lovely and relaxing for horses. And so it's like a human being. If you go for a walk on the beach, you'll feel good after. And it's exactly the same as an animal. Yeah. A horse will not perform if he's not 100% healthy, and you got to keep him healthy and keep them fit as well. But health is the most important thing.
Is there any key problem that would be an issue to any racehorses?
Several different problems. You'd have horses that would be a tendency to bleed sometimes, which we never know if you don't scope, and you would have horses that you could have respiratory problems with horses. You'd have horses that would be bad grubbers, they'd be ulcerated stomachs. That'd be a huge problem in a lot of race horses because they're on so high protein diets, and you know, a sport horse is quite heavy compared to a thoroughbred horse. So you know, you got to make sure they're very, very healthy, because they're pushed, and when they race, they're pushed to their limit. And
you were notorious, had great success with Saltonstall, and he had an issue with bleeding. How did you find the Cavalor Bronchix Pulmo helped?
Well, it was actually through my sport horse involvement. Was when we were away show jumping at one stage in the continent, and I met Peter Bolland from Cavalor, and he had told me about the product, and then I came home and met yourself after that, and that's how it all started. And we've had great success with it, with him, and with a lot more horses that we've come across since that have had that problem. But he actually just grew another leg with it. Yeah. He was a high class horse, but he did get that, he did bleed, and sometimes when horses do that, it's very hard to get them to come back.
It can be a mental issue too with them.
Mentally, then once they do it, they're afraid to go and push themselves to the limit then, because it's not a nice feeling when it happens. So,
and that's the thing with a product like that, it's therapeutic, so you can give it to everything leading up to a race and not be, to make sure that they wouldn't have the issue, I suppose.
Yeah, and as I said, we've used it with him, and anything that a lot of horses we think that would do some, you know, that would bleed, and we'd scope regular here before racing and that. And some horses will bleed if they're sick, but others just have a tendency to do it, and it's a matter of trying to help them, and that's a huge, to me, I don't use anything else, and I've tried several products before that, and I've used this all the time, and I've had great success with it.
So Ado, can you walk us through a typical day of a trainer in Ireland?
Usually you start quite early in the morning. The first feeds are done 6:30. Then we tend to get our first lot out here at 7:30 and continue on. We usually have maybe 6 lots a day out, and you just continue on. We'd have a tea break mid-morning and hopefully we usually finish around 12:30.
Cavalor Gastrade has been a huge staple in your racing stables too.
Yeah, like when you push these horses to the limit for a long time, and they're fit, and you know, their diets, and some horses do develop. I'd say probably 90% of horses develop ulcers. And we've used this product now with great success, and it's helped, you know, the horses eat, and if they haven't got ulcers, it's a huge they thrive, they look better. You get a horse sometimes if he's also looking at the coat goes and everything, but this product now is a huge factor, and it keeps them eating, and you know, it's great for us, and our horses are thriving on it.
Ado, not a lot of people know that you actually started off in the sport horse industry and branched out into the racing. How did that happen?
Yeah, I actually, we had a livery yard and an equestrian centre here for years, myself and my sister, and she done a lot of show jumping, and then I taught a lot of kids show jumping, and it was very successful. And we done really well with it, and I done a lot of hunting myself, and hunter livery as well, and I just had a passion for horses. I loved them back then, and it just developed from there. And I love sprinters because I think if you can get a real good one, you can win a lot of prize money with them, and you can get a lot of fun out of them, and they can take you. A good sprinter will take you all over the world. It's like even a good football team. You ain't got the squad, you ain't going to win no matches, and it's all about finding horses all the time, and good horses. The staff, I'm blessed that I have great staff here.
Your own daughter is working, Aisling.
Aisling is here helping out. She's a big cog. Adam, our stable jockey, and of all the girls there, we have a great lot of girls, and two of the most important guys in the yard as well are the two yard men, Julian and John. Without them, the whole place wouldn't tick. Like, they're very important. The door's always open to new owners, and we've shared. There's the great thing now. There's a lot of shared ownerships. People take maybe 20%. Some people could take 50% in horses. It depends. There's micro shares in horses as well. So there's several different options in ownerships. I suppose you have to be half mad to do it sometimes, because there's more lows in this game than there is highs, and you're in I'm not saying bad form more often, but when horses don't perform, it puts you under pressure. So with the good days, you really enjoy it. And as I said, the story I had in Paris, that time going back with the bus and the trophy under my arm that day, and a guy come up to me and asked me, what did you win? And I told him, and he says, you won the effing Abbey and Yacume for a bus. And we were there, and we had a great, it was a great story. But we do it because to remember them days was great. And some days, if I'm in bad form, sometimes I'd often come in here and I'd flick on the Group 1 win in Paris or the one in Dubai, and I'd just watch it just to give you a lift, and that's why you do it. But you do definitely have more downers than you do uppers, but it's great when you have an upper.